good friend of mine, very funny. I want you guys to put your hands together for my friend Dana Seigelstein!
I have this jacket on because I look like a mob wife, but also because my nipples are gonna get cold. So if you're lucky, I'll take it off. I was told early on in my stand-up career, like a week ago, that it's super important to move the mic stand. It shows like etiquette, professionalism, like you really want to make a statement to our audience, and it's kind of like bringing a hair tie to a blowjob. Like, you know, if it happens, it's gonna be good, but even if it doesn't happen, it's still gonna be good. I was getting my photograph taken earlier by the amazing John, the photographer, and he was like trying to make me lol, and he was like, what was your bat mitzvah theme? And I was like, how do you know I'm Jewish? And then I was like, it was supposed to be pilgrims. I literally wanted the MC to like bring me in on the Mayflower. I like would have been canceled so quick if that happened. My friends were like, don't do it, it's a trap. So, the pilgrims were a trap. Okay, so I'm 25 years old and a lot of my friends are on the spectrum. Sorry, I mean on a spectrum. So, one half of my friends are like getting married in healthy relationships. They have this crazy thing called trust with one another. And then here I am on this side where like my most compatible on Hinge is a dumpster. Hinge is like, just test it out, take it for a ride. Like it'll make me laugh, it's fine. So we're at brunch one day, true story, my friend is like, what school district do you want to raise your children in? And I was like, sorry, I'm literally drooling right now. What are you talking about? Like, my biggest qualm in life right now is if I should be taking 10 milligrams or bump up the Addy to 100. My therapist, who I've been seeing for, what day is it? Okay, who I've been seeing for one day, really wants me to up the ante to 100. And I'm like, but I'm so cute when I'm sad. All right, so at that same brunch, I was like, let's like get some drama. Like my role, I feel like I was placed on this earth to stir the pot, to get people upset with one another, and then kind of back up and be like, who did that? So I'm like, let's play fuck, marry, kill. So fuck, marry, kill, for those that don't know, I'll just do an example so y'all can understand. Ma'am, what's your name? Karen. Do you get bullied for your name? You're like, for other things, yeah. So Karen, I'm gonna give you 3 names, okay? You're gonna tell me who you wanna fuck, who you wanna marry, and who you wanna kill. I know it's so embarrassing. Okay, ready? Paul Rudd, Ben Stiller, Adam Sandler. Do it quick, because this is on my time, so. Nice. Adam Sandler. Okay. Thank you so much. Give her a hand, everybody. So what I got from that, you want to kill the Jew? They're everywhere, people. You just gotta hide sometimes. So, my parents love to like take ownership of like, she got her sense of humor from me. And I got different things from each of them. So, one time, oh wait, I forgot like the little funny thing. Okay, so they both think that I got something from them, and the truth is that I got my sense of humor from their divorce. And see, okay, can't forget that. So one time I was like the only one that had no idea that my parents were getting divorced. Like my sister was like, you didn't know? I'm like, we literally sleep in the same twin bed. So one time my mom was like, hey Dane, just so you know, your father's gonna start sleeping in the basement. And me being like intuitive as fuck was like, why? She was like trying to think of like, how do I not tell my daughter that like I'm like banishing my husband, like, you know, things are in turmoil, like the money's gone, the car's gone, the house is gonna be gone, Dana's not gonna be able to go to college, she's gonna become a stand-up comedian, etc. So she's like, well, Dana, the reason that your father's going to sleep in the basement is because he snores. And I was like, oh my God, like, we can literally just banish men to the basement when we don't want to deal with their like nasal issues. So, I took this from my mom and I let it grow inside of me. So for the first couple like one night stands that I had, they would be snoring and I would plug their goddamn schnozzes and then I would banish them to the floor. Monkey see, monkey do. So with that, got that from my mom, as my dad did a lot of when he was like banished in the basement, he smoked a lot of weed. And I like to think that that kind of plummeted me into my blunt era. It's happening right now, people. So, do you guys smoke? It was a quick clap, so I'm like, you're not high. So, I don't mean blunt, like I'm gonna say whatever I want, because I've been doing that since I was 2. I mean, I'm gonna smoke a lot of joints from the local bodega. And like, I don't know what's inside of those joints, I don't know what it's rolled with, who's touching them with their little paws. Like, I'm freaked out by it, but I'm like, I need more. And I think my friend was like kind of worried about me, and she sent me an article, and within the article it said, this is how I read it in my head. 40% of bodega joints have found to be laced with salmonella. Are you worried about me? Like, tell me it's laced with something a little bit stronger. I have been shoving raw cookie dough up my vagina since I was in 2nd grade. You think I'm scared of salmonella? Only good, she's the one that sent me the article, just so everyone's aware. Here's the thing, I think salmonella and chlamydia are incredibly similar. Why? I'm gonna tell you. They come from a really good thing. And if I'm gonna get chlamydia, and if I'm gonna get salmonella, I'm gonna keep smoking bodega joints and I'm gonna continue to raw dog. Oh, I got chlamydia. Take the pill and keep it going like the rest of us. Have you had chlamydia? Do you want it? What are you willing to do to get it? Okay, so when I was in college, I got chlamydia, and like I'm obsessed with telling people because it means that I fuck. So I like wanted people to know that I had chlamydia. So like, okay. So the reason why was because the guy I was hooking up with at the time, he was like in a cooler fraternity. So I was like, oh my God, I got it from you, which means people know like I associate with like the brethren. So also I'm gonna point something out. They were like, chlamydia is going around this fraternity. And no one ever was like, how did it start? Like, you know, how are we getting going? So basically, I got chlamydia on Valentine's Day from my then hookup. Easily the most romantic thing anyone has ever done for me. And that's how I started my first relationship. And it was like super beautiful. And he actually was partially deaf. So it's okay, everyone's disabled. So he would wear hearing aids so he like could choose when he was deaf. So like, for example, like when we would go out to dinner, he would be like, deaf. And like that was easily my longest relationship to date, and like I literally know why. So we like to have sex, like as does every single person here, especially you, right? No, now you're shy? Okay. So we would have sex and he couldn't hear the music, so I would put on what Dana Baby wants. So I would tell him it was like Usher, Mario. Okay, shut the fuck up. What do you fuck to? No, you're so shy now? Okay, keep it to yourself, sweetie and green. So, you would be lucky if someone played Mario for you, just so you know. So, I like to put on some show tunes. Because he doesn't know. So when I'm getting started, I'm putting on, ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Whoa! He's like, you keep pausing and stopping and pausing. And I'm like, just go with the motherfucking rhythm. Then when I get on top, then when I get on top, I'm playing a little Defying Gravity. Why? Because I'm defying gravity. Wow! And then, when we go for round 2, which happened once and it was awesome, I play Mamma Mia, here we go again. And then he's like, my, and I'm like, you can't resist me. All right, people.